welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. Happy Saturday. Today we are in the kitchen making our best roasted Brussels sprouts. Now before you click off because you heard the word Brussels sprouts, I have to tell you, this is our favorite way to have them, and growing up it was my least favorite vegetable. They are so good for you, and believe it or not, this recipe is ridiculously easy, simple, quick. We make it for every holiday, and really it pairs great with a lot of other dishes as a side that you guys are going to want to try it out. So all you have to do, it's really simple, 4 ingredients. We love that. You have to take 3 cups of chopped Brussels sprouts, and I just, depending on the size, you might want to cut them down a little bit smaller, but rough chop 3 cups. I like to grab a big reusable kind of Ziplock bag. They make kind of stasher bags that you can get now and use them multiple times. So I'm going to use mine. 3 cups goes in. And you guys know, like always, our recipes are down in the show notes as well as on our website with a free printable PDF and a Microsoft document. So you can just go over there and print it out as well. So all of my Brussels sprouts are in here. Up next, I have 3 tablespoons of date paste. Now we make date paste at home. I have a video on how to do it. I'll link up above. It's so easy, and we just always have a jar of it in the refrigerator. So whenever I need it, I can go ahead and add it. So you guys are gonna love this recipe. It's one to definitely keep for the holidays or just in general when you have some Brussels sprouts laying around. Up next is 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Now, I like to change this up. One of the reasons why this is so good is that if you've been whole food plant-based for a while, you guys know that there are so many different flavors of balsamic vinegars that you can get. And so many places around the United States and other countries have little local shops that sell different flavors. So I'm lucky. I will link the store that's close to my house. It's called the Olive Merchant. They have some great flavors. I'm pretty sure they ship anywhere, so you might want to check them out. But today I'm doing cinnamon pear for ours, but I always change it up, and that's another thing so that never gets boring. I've done it with red apple before. We have a black mission fig one that's really good. So I just change up whatever I have on hand. 3 tablespoons. Really easy to remember because it's the same amount as that date paste. And it just complements it so well. And then last up, our secret kind of punch to the flavor palette is 3 teaspoons of mustard. Now I like using a stone ground mustard. You can find them salt-free in a lot of places, but you can use, whatever mustard you have on hand, still would work. All right. And then I like to let this marinate for around 10 minutes or so. If you have longer, you definitely can make this ahead of time and even let it marinate overnight. There's not really a limit for the amount, but I'm just gonna get out all the air in my reusable bag. And then this is a great opportunity. If you have kids, you can let them sit there and mush all of it together. And so good. So really this is pretty much the rest of the recipe. All we're going to do is we're going to bake it on some parchment paper at 350 degrees. And this is going to cook for around 15 to 20 minutes. And you just want to make sure you spread out your Brussels sprouts evenly. And it's done. You can also, double or triple this recipe if you're doing this for like a large family gathering. We love having this in the summer or during the winter. And again, I just always change it up. You can use a white balsamic or a dark balsamic. Doesn't really matter. Just use whichever one you enjoy. And it's so good. You can even just shake it up. All right, I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator for around 10 minutes to let everything kind of soak in. And then we're going to bake it. I'll see you guys once it's done. After 10 minutes or so, and if you're short on time, you can just directly put them into the oven. It will still be delicious. Go ahead and line your baking sheet with parchment paper, and then I just like to go ahead and get it all out. And this again is delicious for side dish. I like to triple this recipe if I'm going to have a lot of people over. Since it's just me and my husband, this makes a great amount for the 2 of us to share. And then, you know, I would pair this with our holiday lasagna. I would make this with, you can make this with a bean burger, or, you know, so many dishes really go well. So in the comments below, I'd love to know what you'd pair this with, or if you make it, what flavored balsamic did you try? It really just takes the whole dish. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit of tang from the mustard, and then all blends so good with the kind of the balsamic glaze that we made. So if you're not a Brussels sprout fan, please give this a try. I swear this is going to be your new favorite way of having them. And also what I found too, here's just a little side note, is that for salads, we're going to bake these and make them cooked, but one way that I love having Brussels sprouts is I just take a food processor and shave the Brussels sprouts, or even finely chop them if you don't have a food processor, and I just add them to salads, and it's just an extra little bit of like raw cabbage mixed in with it with your greens. So that adds a nice crunch and doesn't typically have like the, I always think of like mushy, gross Brussels sprouts growing up. So these two ways are my favorite of having them. And it's a cruciferous vegetable, so you get like extra points because it's so good for you, right? All right, this looks great. I just go ahead and like spread them out so none of them are kind of stacked on top of each other, so it'll bake evenly. And I'm gonna go ahead and bake these. I will see you guys in around 15 to 20 minutes, again at 350, and I'll see you guys soon. After around 15 to 20 minutes, you can pull them out of the oven, and it smells so good. I just like to lift it up from the parchment paper and add them to a bowl. They're beautifully glazed. So good. Ah, smells so yummy. So now, sometimes what I do for holidays to make it even extra special is you could take some raw walnuts and chop them up and add them in here, as well as some dried fruit, just chopped up pretty finely and mix it in. That really elevates the flavor of this to beyond amazing, and we definitely do that around the holidays for this. But I hope you guys will give this a try. It's good no matter what time of year, if it's just on a regular day or a holiday. And again, if you have a super big family, you might want to consider doubling or tripling this recipe. But if it's just 2 people, this is the one to make. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe video. Make sure you head over to our website so you can print it out. And check out everything down in the show notes. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have our free Facebook group. We have some really fun things planned for February in there. We have our ebooks. We have our membership. So lots going on down below for you as well. All right, I will see you guys next time. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Check out down below, because I will list this company and any other tips and tricks I have on what to use for this recipe, and on our website as well. All right, make sure you're subscribed. See you later. Bye. Oh, I have to try one before you leave. If you don't like Brussels sprouts. So good. This is the recipe to make.